Key Concept Presentation, Wildcards and Truncation by Fiona McMillan. What are wildcards? Nothing in a game of cards, I can assure you. They're used in online searching. You put them in the search engine, in the search box. They're a form of shortcut to expedite searches and make them more efficient and concise. They're a truncation tool used in online searching. Using wildcards makes for efficient searching. Instead of having to write out multiple variations of a word and different spellings, a simple symbol can be used instead. This one character can widen the search field and make it more inclusive. It is a placeholder symbol used to replace a letter or character in a typed search query in a search box. It's an advanced search technique that maximizes search results in library databases. It is usually placed internally or at the right-hand end of a word stem. The most common symbols are the asterisk and the question mark, but hashtags and minus symbols and exclamation marks and $ symbols can also be used in some databases. Why are they useful? You only have to type on a word stem to retrieve multiple items and related words with alternate endings or spellings. So it's good for working out British against American English and pulling up results from both kinds of language. How do you use them? You put a symbol in or at the end of a word stem or a word root. That's why they're called placeholders. Now, there are different symbols that can be used in different databases and different computer systems, but the most common are the asterisk and the question mark. They stand in place of a letter like ABC or a number such as 1, 2, 3. What's important to know is that different databases and search engines use different symbols or they use them differently. So it's essential to check the help section of the database you're using. So ProQuest Dialog uses asterisk, question mark, and the $ followed by a number. LexisNexis uses asterisks and exclamation marks. EBSCOhost uses the asterisk and the question mark, but it doesn't pull up plurals with wildcards. Web of Science uses the asterisk for any group of characters, a question mark to replace a single character, and a $ for 0 or 1 character. Web of Science also supports limited left-hand truncation in topic, title, and identifying codes, but not in author searches. So in Web of Science, if you type flavor with a $, FLAVO $R, and hit search, it will retrieve results with the words flavor, FLAVOR, and flavor, FLAVOUR. But if you did the same thing in EBSCOhost, it would only bring up the singular and not the plural. Google search engines, including Google Scholar, uses the asterisk symbol to replace a full word. So the wildcard actually stands for a word. You can even do this twice in a row. So for example, if you had 3 blind mice, you could put in 3 asterisk mice, and it would bring up 3 blind mice, but it would also bring up 3 big mice. If you put in 3 asterisk mice, it would bring up maybe 3 big fat mice, etc. Wildcards are also found in MS-DOS, Windows Command, Excel, Microsoft Word, Access, and structured query language. The asterisk represents more than one character. It can be a 0 or upwards and any letter of the alphabet. It is commonly added to the end of a word stem and is referred to as truncation. It's useful when you know the root of a word and want to find answers that include all variant spellings. Question mark represents a single character. It can be used anywhere in a word, useful for retrieving results that use variable spellings. It's also useful for looking up names when you're not sure of the vowel order. Is it Bernstein? Is that with an IE or an EI? Don't worry, just put in the wildcard. So some examples. Type in music with an asterisk. You'll get musical, musician, musicians, and musicality. Educ with an asterisk would retrieve educate, educated, education, educational, or educator. Woman, you replace the vowel, the A, with a wildcard. It could be woman or women. Wildcards are really good when you're searching medical things, because medical terms are often spelt very differently depending on they're British or American, and they can have really long endings. So you can use a wildcard twice, for example, in pediatric at the beginning and at the end, and you can get pediatric, pediatrics, pediatrician, pediatricians, pediatric, pediatrics, pediatrician, and pediatricians. So have fun with wildcards. Just make sure that you search in your database for how they use the wildcards, because they all have slightly different rules. And have fun. Have a great day.